I came across a very interesting question on Reddit sometime last week, and the question was there was a person who got a job as an agile project manager in one of the companies, and seems like he was not having the experience as an agile project manager, and he didn't know what he is supposed to do after joining the company. So his question was, what should I do as a agile project manager in the first 90 days after I joined the company? And I just happened to reply to his question. And before doing that, or while doing that, I just thought of myself, what should I be doing as a professional working uh, in a say a product based company, or in a service based company, or any organization for that matter. What I should be doing as a professional in my first say 90 days or first few weeks in a new company, right? So I thought long and hard, and sort of tried to articulate what I should be suggesting. In my opinion, I think it just doesn't matter whether you joined as an agile project manager or in any other different role. The first 90 days in any new company would be super crucial to build the relationship, right? I think it's important to understand the organization's culture, and really you have to establish yourself as a reliable professional in those initial few weeks and even months, right? So the in my opinion, the very first thing that you should do as a professional is take the time to understand the values, the norms, and the working style of the new organization. Because remember, every organization operates differently, and this new organization which you have just recently joined may have their own culture. They might be doing the things completely differently than your previous organization. So as soon as you join, just start observing how the team collaborate, how the team communicate with each other, how they reach the decisions, whether it is a consensus driven or whether only one person just impose the decisions on the team. Just make those observations in the initial few days. I think you can adopt your approach to align with the company's culture, and you can of course look for some opportunities where you can apply some principles and practices wherever it makes sense, right? So one thing I kind of learned over a period of time is we don't have to rush to make the changes. So there is no need to sort of drastically introduce groundbreaking changes, right? First, let's understand why the teams are doing what they are doing, and then maybe based on your observations and further analysis, you can suggest maybe few areas for improvement. And this could be true for any role, like if you're working as a project manager, or even if you're working as a solution architect or as a developer, any role. Maybe first thing is observe the things, see how they are currently being done, and just suggest the areas for improvement if you think there are areas for improvement. So that's one thing. After that, I would probably want to connect one-on-one with various stakeholders in the project. When I say stakeholders, it basically means all the people with whom I will be working in future. This could be your boss, this could be your the development team with whom you are working. It could be the procurement department with whom you may have to interact in future, anyone. So first identify those people and see if you can schedule one-on-one meetings with them. Now, not everyone will accept the meeting invite in the first go, right? And that's probably okay. You can at least learn that not everyone is approachable. Some people will accept your invite, some will say they are busy and maybe ask you to schedule it next week, for example. But at least you will come to know the people's way of reacting to these invites. So that's probably the step number two, that you try to schedule one-on-one meetings. Next, let's say if you are hired for a specific role, such as Agile project manager, maybe the very next thing that you can do is just evaluate what is the current state of Agile adoption in this organization. Because, in my opinion, every team, every organization has a different level of maturity when it comes to Agile. Some companies, some teams are well versed with Agile. They know all the, not all, but various best practices associated with Agile. They are familiar with Scrum. They are familiar with some of the Scrum ceremonies that usually happens. So for the team like that, it is much easier to kind of take them forward on the Agile way of doing the things. But if you came across a team who has not done much in Agile, never executed any previous projects in Agile, then maybe you have to maybe you have to start from scratch, and then make them aware of some of the Scrum ceremonies, for example, or Scrum events, and some of the practices that are followed in Scrum. So yeah, first thing is assess the maturity level of the organization in terms of Agile adoption, and then maybe go from there. So yeah, that's, I think these are like few points that I would do as a new employee joining an organization. Do let me know what your thoughts around this. I have created this YouTube channel to kind of share my views on project management, Agile, and various other we can say topics related to the project management and Agile.